I remember the moment my plane touched down at Incheon International Airport. The air was electric with excitement and mystery. I had finally arrived in South Korea, a dream come true. My heart raced as I gazed at the bright lights of Seoul. This was the start of a new chapter. I was ready to explore, connect, and grow. I imagined sharing stories in cozy cafes and wandering through ancient palaces. For me, travel is about people, the conversations and friendships that shape a journey. I dove into the city, exploring Hongdae's vibrant streets, tasting kimchi for the first time, and getting lost in Myeongdong's alleys. But I quickly realized that just being here wasn't enough. I wanted to connect, to understand Seoul through its people. So I challenged myself. Step out of my comfort zone every day, start conversations, even with my limited Korean. The fear of rejection was real, but the hope of making a new friend was stronger. I reminded myself, this journey was about more than sightseeing. It was about discovering new parts of myself. With a hopeful heart, I set out to connect. My personal challenge had begun. My mission was simple: talk to people. I kept a journal of every attempt. My first try was at a Gangnam coffee shop. One awkward hello, one polite smile, and my first rejection. The rejections piled up, in parks, on subways, in busy districts. Sometimes I'd ask for directions I didn't need, or offer to take photos for groups. Always met with polite distance. I tried humor, seriousness, even compliments, once mixing up my Korean and getting a confused laugh. My journal filled with stories, rejection 17, 34, 58. Each no stung, but I kept going. It became a strange game. How many rejections today? I told myself every no brought me closer to a yes, or at least taught me something. I learned to read body language, to spot when a smile was just politeness. The marathon of rejection was tough, but I was determined to finish. I laughed at my mistakes, learned from each encounter, and kept my spirits up. Every day, I woke up ready to try again. The numbers climbed. 50, 75, 90. I realized persistence was my only way forward. My journey to connect was turning into a test of resilience. I was in it for the long haul, and I wasn't giving up. With every rejection, my confidence took a hit. I questioned myself. Was I too forward, too awkward? After rejection 87, I felt alone in a city of millions. Giving up was tempting, but I remembered why I started. I wanted connection, not just company. Writing in my journal became my therapy. I recorded the sting of each no, but also one good thing from every day. My quest wasn't a failure. It was a collection of experiences. I realized my worth wasn't defined by strangers' responses, but by my courage to keep trying. Optimism became my shield. I kept going. Rejection 90 on a bus, 95 at a bookstore, 99 outside a temple. Each one hurt, but hope kept me moving. I decided to face rejection number 100 with a smile. I was no longer afraid. The wall of rejection wasn't the end, it was a turning point. I was ready for whatever came next. My heart, armored with hope, refused to break. Something new was just around the corner. My marathon of rejection taught me about Korean culture. In Korea, people are more reserved with strangers, especially foreigners. It wasn't personal, it was cultural. I learned about jong, a deep connection that takes time to build. Instant friendships weren't the norm. I shifted my approach, joined a hiking group, took a cooking class, visited a language exchange cafe. In these settings, people were open and curious. Shared interests made conversation easy. I saw the real Korea: kindness, encouragement, laughter over shared struggles. Connection here was about small, patient moments. Friendships grew slowly, like seeds needing time and care. I finally understood how to build real bridges. Rejection number 100 was anticlimactic. A polite no, a quick journal entry, and a sense of relief. The challenge was over. I'd survived. That night I treated myself to sundubu jjigae and reflected on my journey. The next day, with no agenda, I went to the language exchange cafe, just to enjoy a coffee. A young man named Minjun asked to join me. We started talking about books, travel, dreams, and fears. The conversation was effortless. No pressure, no expectations. At the end, he invited me to dinner with his friends. After 100 no's, a yes finally came, when I wasn't even trying. That weekend, I met Minjun's group. They were warm, welcoming, and curious. We shared stories, laughter, and language lessons. For the first time, I felt like I belonged. I realized connection can't be forced. It finds you when you least expect it. The journey had changed me. I was no longer just a tourist. I was part of something real. The lesson was clear: let go and let life surprise you. Sometimes the best moments come after you stop chasing them. That dinner was just the beginning. Minjun and his friends became my Korean family. We explored hidden restaurants, sang at noraebang, and shared late-night picnics by the Han River. With them, I truly lived Korean culture. I learned patience, vulnerability, and the power of persistence. Sharing my story of 100 rejections turned failure into courage. Growth happens when you face challenges and get back up. My trip became a journey of self-discovery. I found acceptance, not just from others, but from myself. The real magic of travel is in the bonds you form and the love that transcends borders. As I write this, I'm filled with gratitude. Korea taught me that persistence pays off in unexpected ways. The best things happen when you let go and let the journey unfold. My 100 rejections led me to true friendship and self-understanding. Your support makes these adventures possible. Thank you for being part of this community. Let's keep exploring the world together, one story, one connection at a time. The journey isn't over, and I can't wait to see where it leads us next.